April 5th, 2:36 p.m., Committee for Prosecutorial Excellence Chamber. Okay, that's definitely not K. Wait. This room! Officer, isn't this... Yes, sir! This is the trial chamber of the Committee for Prosecutorial Excellence! So it's here now? I knew that they'd moved out of the prosecutor's building, but I had no idea that they'd come here. Okay, so this just got updated. Hi, Needler. Give me a second. Wow. That's a little concerning.
Oh, Mr. Edgeworth and Kay, too.
Hi?
How are you all doing? Is Kay feeling any better?
We heard that there was some kind of incident. I'm sorry, but who might this be?
This is my grandma. Hold on one second. Name's Hilda Hertz, Sonny. And who the heck might you be?
It's a pleasure to meet you. Prosecutor Miles Edgeworth at your service. Nurse Needler, your grandmother's name, Hertz, is she...
Yep, she's the director of Hertz Hospital.
This old fogey woman is the head of a hospital?
Don't you old fogey me, you danged reprobate.
How did she do that? Whoa, sounds like you're kind of a big deal, ma'am.
Oh, that's not... Not wrong. Not wrong at all. Oh, him? He's the one looking after the girl, the one with amnesia.
It seems Dr. Hertz is a bit of an introvert.
Want me to fix those brow furrows of yours, Sonny?
Oh, there's no fixing those, ma'am. They're downright incurable.
What? You're sure you want me to say that, Grandma? Well, all right then. Now, I don't got a dang thing more to say to none of ya. You go on about your business, you hear? As long as that business don't involve messing with the deceased's body, I got work to do.
Wait, please,
Not a dang thing, I tell ya.
Hey, you can't talk to us like that. What gives you the right, huh, pal? Did this girl just slap the back of her grandma's head?
Oh, didn't I mention? Grandma's also a coroner. She's in charge of this case, which means... Ow! Which means exactly that.
What do you mean? Exactly what?
How am I supposed to know? She said it, not me.
Huh? It's like I'm trapped in a comedy routine I can't escape.
Well, we've got a bye to be looking at. Catch you later, gang, and take care.
What the heck is their deal? What does it matter, as long as we have permission to investigate? But what is it? But it matters a bunch, sir!
What will you do now, Mr. Edgeworth?
Examine the scene of the crime, of course. What kind of prosecutor would I be if I didn't? All right, let's get to work.
That person over there is called Kay, right? Surely that means I can't be the Kay you know.
That's what we're looking to figure out. But don't worry. You're the Kay we know. I'm certain of it.
Thanks.
A Kay who lost her memory and a victim who shares her name. Both meeting their respective fates here at the big building. No doubt this case will be the key to restoring all Kay's memories. I'd stake my life on it.
Alright, let's figure this shit out.
If things had gone as they were meant to be, I'd be standing at this podium right now.
Yeah, guess so, huh? I'm glad the hearing got delayed, but I wish it wasn't because someone died.
Although it would have been that much harder to investigate had my badge been taken away. The best thing I can do is right now, for all parties involved, is to get... Wait, the best thing I can do right now for all parties involved is to get to the truth behind this incident. Officer, tell me about the security arrangements for this room.
Yes, sir. You need a special key card to enter, sir.
Interesting. So, not just anybody can enter. Got it. For logic, perfect. In which case, the person who discovered the body would have been...
Yes, sir. A member of the committee. They found it when they arrived for today's hearing.
The hearing. My hearing. Which would be underway right now if it wasn't for this. How much you want to bet that, Gavel's gonna show up and try to put the blame on either me or Kay? Possibly.
Yes? Can I help you with something? This is quite the room. The big wooden boxes full of books, the big person carved out of stone, the sparkly window.
It seems like you've even forgotten the names of some everyday objects. Let me try to jog your memory, Kay. Repeat after me. Bookshelves.
Bookshelves.
Stained glass.
Stolen glassware?
Law books.
Lawbreaker.
Goddess statue.
Got this snatched too?
Is it just me, or are all of her mistakes pointing in a certain direction? Okay, so that's a little bit of a sign that Kay's coming back. You were loudly claiming to be my assistant just the other day, Kay. Do you really not remember anything? Does nothing about me come to mind at all?
Maybe I do remember one thing. I remember being on the viewing platform up on the roof,
Yes.
and you were pointing your finger at me,
Go on.
and asking me questions with a scary look on your face.
That was only a few minutes ago!
Wow. Poor kid. Literally, her only memory is of you trying to catch her in a contradiction, sir. I'd be scared too. I might have even just given up right then and there. Yeah, that'd be the end of me for sure.
If you think that's scary, detective, just you wait. Okay, what do you remember about Gumshoe? You must remember Detective Gumshoe, Kay. You and he were very close.
Yeah. Don't I remind you of anything?
Remind me of... Wait! I do remember something. I remember Mr. Edgeworth scolding you, and not just once, hundreds of times.
That's no memory, kid. That's just the joy of our day-to-day life together. Isn't that right, Mr. Edgeworth?
Joy, is it? I must not be doing a good enough of a job reprimanding you then. I'll just have to try harder next time. Okay. We'll come back to that later, okay? An enormous semicircular desk with seating for 11. It almost reminds me of a certain legend.
Ooh, I know the one, sir. The Knights of the, brown table, right?
Round table.
Whoops. Guess that wasn't it. The Newts of the brown table, the Knives of the brown stable?
The Knights of the Crown Fable. Further and further from the mark, but I'll refrain from rubbing his nose in it. For now.
Can't be easy reading books that size. Or lifting them for that.
Oh my god, that blood stain back there!
And the committee only just moved. It must have been quite the undertaking.
Hauling stuff around is kind of my forte. They should have given me a call.
Well, if we run into the chairman, I'll be sure to ask if there's more heavy lifting to be done.
Ah! I was joking, sir. I can't be carrying stuff up 50 flights of stairs. I have a real job to do.
I was joking too, Detective. But why were you planning on taking the stairs? They have elevators, you know.
They do?
Yes. Wait, did you follow us through the stairs?
Yep.
Oh my god. Nice, neatly arranged bookshelves stretching off into the distance. Quite a pleasing sight, don't you think?
Sure is. There's not a speck of dust on any of them. Reminds me of my special method for cleaning your office, sir. Sweep, then vacuum, then wipe it all down twice. Then goes with the floor wax, and then...
If only you approached your actual job with the same level of rigor. My god, Gumshoe, you put in way too much work.
That's a lot of books, sir. It's kinda intimidating if you ask me.
Intimidating? What could be more welcoming than a good book, Detective?
Guess that depends. I mean, I got the chewing out of my life in a library back in the day for running laps inside it. But this isn't really a library, is it? So maybe I can jog around a little, work off some of the anxiety.
Something tells me that if I don't stop him, I might very well start running around and around. Alright, blood. It's a statue of the goddess of justice.
You sure know your stuff, sir. So, does she dole out blessings or what?
She's not that kind of a goddess, Detective. She's a symbol of the sanctity of the law. The scales represent justice, the sword retribution, and the blindfold shows her impartiality. I must scour the scene and inspect anything that catches my attention. Blood! There's a pool of blood here at the foot of the statue. Judging by the amount and how it was spread, I'd say this is where the victim was killed.
But the body's on that table behind us, sir. How come?
They probably carried it over there. I can only surmise the killer must have moved it for some reason after committing the murder. Oh, there's also that. Oh, fuck me, it's her.
Sorry to intrude.
Best girl!
Ow! Huh? What's that, Grandma? I'd know that voice anywhere. That's Von Karma's little girl. Ooh, so you two know each other?
Franziska!
It has been too long, Grandma Hertz. And you as well, Miles Edgeworth.
What's she doing here? Franziska von Karma. She is the daughter of Manfred von Karma and a prosecutor like myself. These days she's mainly been working with Interpol, though I thought she was supposed to be abroad.
Don't look so surprised. Where my investigation's laid, I follow, no matter where in the world that might be.
Which means that there must be some kind of international angle to this case, yes? I'm just happy. I'm just happy she's here. Even if she's gonna be not on my side, I don't care. I'm happy she's here.
You know full well that I've been pursuing a certain smuggling ring. And that I won't rest until it has been destroyed and its ill-gotten goods recovered.
So the smuggling ring is involved then?
That information is to be shared on a need-to-know basis, and you don't need to know.
I see she means to be as helpful as ever.
Miss Von Karma, was it? Grandma wants to tell you something. I'm about done here. Scene's all yours.
In that case, we'd like to examine the body ourselves too, if you wouldn't mind.
I mind plenty. I remember where I heard about you now, you danged varmint. Don't need no soon-to-be ex-prosecutor messing the place up. Go on, get. Just remember, it's not me saying this stuff, okay? Please, Granny, it's important. are you calling a granny, little missy? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to offend you.
This is going nowhere. I didn't want to have to do this, but... Francisca, I need you to add us to this investigation. We have to see that body up close or we'll never learn the truth about what happened to Kay.
As in... Kay Faraday?
Please, you gotta help us out here. Kay needs us.
I don't know what you're up to, but... Very well.
Thank you. You won't regret it.
Of course, I expect to receive a full explanation when I grill you later.
We owe you, sir, big time.
I wasn't talking to you, Scruffy.
Please don't whip us.
Oh, goddammit!
Well, Grandma Hertz, will you allow them to examine the body? I'm about to say no to an international big shot like yourself, hun, but are you sure about this? Yeah, I agree with Grandma. Are you sure you're sure? Of course I'm sure. It's my prerogative to judge the whole world in my name.
That's just common sense. Of the extremely arrogant sort, perhaps.
Suit yourself, but don't say I didn't warn ya. Well, you heard her. Try not to get fired, okay? Oh, don't worry. It'll take a lot more than this to ruin my reputation should things turn sour.
Unlike me, who's on the verge of losing my badge. Oh my god, thank you, Francisca! How's the investigation going, officer?
Great, sir. To tell you the truth, I've forgotten all about the work and decided to focus on daydreaming. They say if you think in pictures instead of words, it's really good for the right side of your brain, so...
That'll be quite enough. Let's see, do you have anything? Okay, Okay.
Yay, she's here.
Also, is it just me or does her art look a little different? Her talk sprites, I'm just... I don't know, maybe I'm just imagining things.
You pesky kids want something?
Nurse Needler, could you tell me a little more about your relationship with Dr. Hertz?
Sure, let's see. Well, I've lived with her since I was little. If I got lost while I was out playing, she'd come looking for me till the sun went down. If I fell over and grazed my knee, she'd watch over me till I found the strength to pick myself up.
That's quite the heartwarming tale. A very classic grandmother-grandchild relationship.
And once I became a nurse, if I stuck a needle in the wrong place, she'd say, "Not there, you bonehead, there!" And then she'd pull it right out and ow!
Youch! I kind of felt that, pal. Can we stop talking about needles now?
Anyway, so yeah, I can do any kind of nursing thing I need for Grandma now.
Thank you. That was a very thorough answer indeed. Even if the story didn't end on a heartwarming note, it's nice to say that they share such a close bond, I suppose.
You must be the best coroner in town, Dr. Hertz. I'll bet you can spot a cause of death in seconds and get it right every time, huh?
What do you know about coronerin', you big galoot? You don't know the first dang thing.
Ouch.
You'll have to forgive the detective, Dr. Hertz. I'll make sure he learns not to say such presumptuous things.
As if I care. You shut your pie hole and listen, Mr. Smarty Pants. Spotting the cause of death correctly in seconds is my bread and butter. Which is why the one thing that gets my goat worse than anything is folks getting in my danged way. I think that's all she wanted to say. Satisfied?
Absolutely. Thank you very much. All we want to do is to examine the body for clues. We'll do our best to stay out of your way. I imagine it's because of how seriously she takes her work that she reacts so... gallantly to us.
Hertz Hospital is the finest medical institution in the land. It would have to be with Grandma in charge. How about it? You look like you could use some R&R. You sure do, and you're in luck. We got us an empty suite or two with fancy hot tubs and all right now.
Thank you, but as you can see, we're in perfectly fine health. We won't be needing a room at the hospital.
Yep, fit as fiddles and strong as oxes. That's our motto, right, sir?
It may be yours, detective, but I'd like to think I have a little more going for me than that.
That doesn't matter. Hertz Hospital welcomes the hale and hearty, too. Or, healthy? So what, stay anyway? Campaign, our Healthy So What Stay Anyway campaign is in full swing and doing great. Not sick or injured? That's nice. Your room is at half price.
Holy shit, what? Nothing on earth could convince me to spend a night in the hospital for pleasure.
This is a one-time offer, you know, so how about it? Come stay at the happiest hospital in town.
A hot tub does sound pretty good. And half price? Well, this might be too good to miss.
Seriously, detective?
I mean, I don't know. Half price is still, like, lifetime of debt, so I missed you.
A murder in the trial chamber of the Committee for Prosecutorial Excellence. This is serious. I did you the favor of allowing you to investigate further. I'll be expecting results.
And you'll get them. Would I still be here if I didn't think I could deliver?
Come to think of it, why were you here in the first place?
So she doesn't know I was summoned before the committee.
That's a long story. Longer than the nighttime and deeper than the sea. How about we save Mr. Edward the trouble and I'll tell it to you myself?
On second thought, I don't care why you're here. What's important is that we solve the case in front of us. Agreed?
Wholeheartedly.
Wait, but you were the one who asked me in the first place, sir!
What's that saying again? Whip first, think later?
But can't you make it the other way just for me?
I'm sorry, Gumshoe, I'm sorry. What are you doing here, Francisca? I thought you were working abroad on something with Interpol.
Wouldn't you like to know? But that's top secret. And I have neither the need nor the obligation to tell you.
I thought you'd say as much.
Anyway, never mind that. Where's the prosecutor in charge of this case? Not that I know who's been assigned, but I was hoping they'd take care of the legwork for me.
Oh my god, I need to see Francisca and Gavel go head to head.
Yet they haven't even bothered to show up. What in the world could they be doing?
Yeah, I'm not the prosecutor's keeper, sir!
It's hardly fair to whip people who don't deserve it, Francisca.
What use is a whip if you don't use it, And who better to use it on than anybody who isn't giving 110%?
I may not know who's been assigned yet either, but I 110% feel for them already. You and Dr. Yeah, you seem like know each other. I couldn't help but notice that you seem to be acquainted with Dr. Hertz.
How very astute of you, Miles Edgeworth. Yes, I know her. Once upon a time, we... Never mind.
She doesn't seem keen to talk about it. Perhaps I'd better leave it for now.
What happened, sir? What happened once upon a time? You can't not tell us now. Ow!
Only a foolish fool foolishly pries into another person's business. Now, hold your tongue, Scruffy, or you'll get more than a mere tongue lashing.
I mean, it's a bit late for that.
Spare the whip, spoil the child. A whip in time saves 9. Didn't you go to school, you whipless wonder?
Yes, it seems that leaving it alone was the right choice after all.
I missed it.
I don't think she's gonna really say anything about this.
Oh, shit, she is. So, Kay Faraday has lost her memory. How could you let that happen, you fool?
I unfortunately have no good answer for that.
Excuse me, but It's not Mr. Edgeworth's fault.
How are you walking around? You're covered from head to toe in bandages.
Oh. Thank you for your concern, but I'm fine. Honest.
You're really not yourself, are you? I didn't even say anything worth thanking me for.
Miles Edgeworth! You'd better get her memory back ASAP, or you'll be sorry!
You could just say with your words that you're worried about her, you know.
But she had to say it in her own way. And that's why we also stan a Francisca. My god. Like, even she's legitimately concerned about her, like,
Oh my god, she is not sounding like herself.
Edgeworth, explain!
alright, let's finally examine the body.
Maybe I'm imagining things, but she looks very similar to that one girl who bore a striking resemblance to Mia.
Well, one thing's for certain. This isn't Kay. She doesn't even look like her.
I think we knew that already, Detective. Our Kay standing right over there, after all. The victim looks to be in her 30s. She's wearing a white suit.
Could be she worked in one of the offices here in the building.
Perhaps. But for now, she remains unidentified. The question is, why did the police seem to think her name was Kay? I must scour the scene and inspect anything that catches my attention. Well, right off the bat, this. This book.
What the? That's Kay's promise notebook. It's where she wrote down all the promises she's made to her dad. Haven't seen this in a while.
Indeed. Promise 1. A book of vows made by a child to her father. Promise 1. Never take things from a stranger. Promise 2. Never go anywhere with a stranger. Kay's promises to Daddy. Promise 3. Always greet people with a smile, even people you don't know. Promise 4. Never cry in front of strangers. Promise 5. Always try your hardest to learn about things you don't understand. But what exactly is it doing here?
Ooh, I just remembered something Detective Bad told me a few years back. He said something precious to Kay had disappeared from the station.
What? Evidence went missing from police custody?
Detective Bad said he looked for it everywhere, but no dice.
What could this mean? And why did it turn up here of all places? Maybe this person is the Rosie. Like, Don't worry, I'll make sure you get your precious thing back. Rosie. So, You there. What do we know about this notebook, officer?
The victim was holding it when they found her, sir. It was the only thing with any kind of name on it at the time.
So that's how she became Kay.
Talk about a red herring. Still doesn't explain how she ended up with it, though.
If only we had a few more leads on the victim's true identity. Okay, she's got a card on her. That must be the thing that let her get inside. Also, can we talk about this turned over candelabra? It seems she suffered a serious burn to her hand at some point.
You think it has something to do with how she died?
No, the scar's too old for that. I would imagine it happened some time ago. She's holding something. Detective, could you open her hand for me?
Yes, sir, right away. What is that? Wait, I know. It's a loyalty card. Probably from a store.
It's a key card.
Why, sir, why?
Please stop whipping my boy. The question we should be asking is, what does it open? Well, I can already combine those pieces of logic right after that. Room security. It's a security card. I would imagine that the victim's key card probably grants access to this room. Wouldn't you?
Let me go find out, sir. I'm back. They found some details in that key card in the security system. It's for this room, just like you said.
So the victim was able to enter and exit this chamber freely. Assuming that the key card actually belonged to her, yes? Indeed. Assuming that it belongs to her. Who knows? Maybe it was planted. Alright, let's actually examine the body. I see 3 puncture wounds. Oh, I know where those puncture wounds came from. And head trauma. Also, there's blood on her hand, which tells me she must have been holding something. Either her head or... Actually, hold on a minute. The victim's hair is caked with blood.
Looks like she was hit with something, huh?
Unfortunately, it's too early to say for certain. Perhaps an answer will turn up as we investigate further. Okay. What about this?
You think this could be the murder weapon?
A 3-armed candelabrum. The victim suffered the same number of puncture wounds to the chest. Puncture wounds that could very well have been made by these spikes.
A candle album?
Not quite, Detective. A candelabrum. A candle holder, in other words.
Ah, I gotcha. Ooh, that reminds me. I forgot to pay my electricity bill once a while back, and I had to live by candlelight for a whole month.
Who does that in this day and age? Probably Gumshoe because you keep cutting his pay? A 3-armed candle holder, that may have been the murder weapon, judging by the wound to the victim's chest. A pure white jacket with a deep red stain on its lapel. This jacket. The buttons are on the wearer's right-hand side.
What's so weird about that? Buttons always go on the right, no?
Not on women's clothing. Traditionally, the buttons would be on the left. Fuck, I didn't know that. Then again, I don't rarely wear stuff like this.
Like I always say, sir, you sure know your stuff.
This is common knowledge, Detective. Is it? Nothing else seems amiss. Wait, what's this in the pocket?
A pair of gloves. Also white.
They don't seem to be soiled in any way. I imagine they must have belonged to the victim. There's something pinned to the jacket here. A piece of magenta fabric.
Whatever it was, it looks like it was torn off pretty roughly.
Oh. Oh! That's where the magenta flower came from. Eureka! Judging by its appearance, I'd say that the flower Kay was carrying originally belonged to the victim.
Yeah. Now that you mention it, it does look like it's made out of the same fabric.
Indeed. Let's make a closer comparison.
The torn edges match up exactly. You got one heck of an eye, sir.
Magenta flower data. Oh, but that implicates her. If the flower belonged to the victim, this implies a connection between the victim and Kay Faraday. Furthermore, it appears that the flower was torn off with considerable force. Kay Faraday was involved in the incident somehow, and based on what we're seeing here, we may have no choice but to treat her as our main suspect.
What? But there's no way she could have done this. I can't begin to imagine it. There isn't a murderous bone in her body.
Nevertheless, we lack the evidence to disprove such an assertion. Something must have happened. For the moment, we're simply considering all the possibilities. Isn't that right, Miles Edgeworth? For better or worse, yes. See? This is why I like Francisca now. Like, old Francisca would immediately, jump on this sort of opportunity right now, but look at her. She knows Kay Faraday. She knows she wouldn't go through with this, so she's immediately just like, it's only a possibility. Sorry, just... Okay, so got that. So I could have sworn there was something else there. Oh, the puncture wounds. It doesn't look as if there's anything in the chest pocket.
Nothing except this hole right here. And here. And here.
By the look of how the fabric was torn, I think it was pierced by something sharp.
Can't keep your coins in there now. They'd all fall right out.
Have you never heard of a change purse, Detective?
Well, sure have, sir. It's another word for a pocket, right?
Oh my god, I give up. I think that's the first time Edgeworth has actively just looked at, just listened to Gumshoe and then followed up with, I give up.
That was good.
It seems we're no closer to discovering the identity of our victim. Then, am I really Kay? Can you really be sure?
Of course we're sure. What are you talking about?
Thank you. And that person lying there? Is someone you may have murdered. But that's all we can say for now.
No, there's no way she did it. Isn't that right, sir?
Indeed. I don't believe the K we know could have done something like this. You're becoming a real softie, Miles Edgeworth. Man, look who it is again. Ugh, I know that voice. Hi, Eustace. With a winning smile and the #1 name in the business, it is I, Prosecutor Eustace Winner. Hello, Gavel. Please forgive the intrusion. Step away from that body, Edgeworth. I didn't call for you, and I don't need you. This case is mine. It's what the victim would have wanted. You knew the victim? Wait, really? So it really is her. But be not afraid, everyone, for the goddess of justice will guide us to the truth. She sure will. Now that I'm here, everything is going to be all right. Whoever did this will live to regret it. I'll show them. Miles Edgeworth, who is this imbecile? Why am I getting the death glare? I've got nothing to do with him. Franziska von Karma, I presume. My apologies, I should have introduced myself sooner. Verity Gavel at your service. And the deceased in this case is... Rosie Ringer, attorney at law, and a member of the Committee for Prosecutorial Excellence. Rosie Ringer. Dead Ringer! I think I got it. Did I get the pun? She's a dead ringer? I don't know. I see. That would explain the key card. So you're the lead prosecutor? Yep, which means this case will be solved at... You didn't tell me your name yet, little boy. If you want to know my name, all you have to do... Stop babbling and tell me, now! It's Eustace! Eustace Winner! I think we've established where the balance of power lies in this particular room. Oh, this is satisfying. Listen, I know I've grown a little bit of a soft spot for Eustace, but holy shit, you have no idea how happy I am that Franziska is here. Mr. Guy in charge? Here, this is from Grandma. What's this? Ooh, the preliminary findings. Looks like it's game over for you, Edgeworth. This isn't a game, Mr. Winner. All right, that's me done. See you next sniff. Yeah, home time. I could murder a bowl of noodles right about now.
Do you really think that's appropriate? We're out of here, everybody. Stay healthy.
That woman's animations are scarily smooth.
Let's see. So the wound on her head is from when she fell over after she died? Eustace. It was the candle holder that killed her, And she died sometime late last night. What now, Gavel? It's very kind of you to share the coroner's findings with everybody, Eustace. But perhaps you should leave it there? We wouldn't want you to strain your voice, after all.
No, that would be a tragedy. You know what, Eustace? Thank you very much for telling us this. I appreciate it. Initial findings of Dr. Hilda Hertz. Cause of death, stab wounds to the chest. Head injury sustained post-mortem. Okay. So she was stabbed, and then she fell back and smashed her head, which caused all of the blood on the ground. Wait. Wouldn't it make more sense if she fell forward? Oh yeah, I guess there's more blood in the front, so yeah, I guess it makes more sense. Wait, hold on. What does her backside look like?
Anyway, that settles it. We need to arrest Kay Faraday.
What? What the heck are you talking about?
I think Eustace's meaning was very clear. Miss Faraday is the murderer. And though she is dressed differently than usual, this young lady covered in bandages is Miss Faraday herself, correct?
You really mean to arrest her, here and now? If you do, then I'll be forced to object, loudly and forcefully.
And as if further confirmation were needed, there it is. The committee was right to call your conduct into question. It is questionable in the extreme.
I'm sorry, I'm going 3 for 3 on wins, by the way, so, fuck you.
Please, Mr. Edgeworth, just go. It's fine.
Fine? This is anything but fine, Kay!
I still don't remember anything. So, maybe I did do it. Maybe I killed that poor woman, and I just don't remember. The goddess smiles on those who confess to...
You clearly see that she's having a fucking breakdown, woman!
Oh my god. Holy shit.
You are driving me to the brink of insanity, woman.
It is her wish that our confessions cleanse us. She applauds your commitment to the cause of justice, as do I.
Judge Cavell, Eustace, if you really intend to arrest Kay, could you at least explain your grounds for doing so? I, for one, certainly don't intend to yield. Not until I've seen some evidence to support your accusations.
Then allow me! Prepare to be hit with a face full of deductive genius, Edgeworth! They call it the human race because somebody has to win it, and that somebody is me. I won this race too. I saw it before anybody else did. Kay Faraday is the murderer, no doubt about it.
I do like how his animations are very similar to, like, Gavel. You can really tell that he's trying to do what she does. Like, even to the point where, like, extends his pointer while she extends her gavel. He does the exact same thing. You can really tell that he's trying to learn under her. So, ironically, that kind of puts points in Eustace's favor. Like, sure, he's being hyped up to be like this new hit prosecutor and all that stuff. And that's probably by design. Like, the prosecutorial committee is actively they probably hate Edgeworth. So they're trying to replace him with somebody that they can completely control to rule things in whatever favor that they want. So that's why, like, he's being hyped up and all that. But you can see that there is a legitimate desire to learn coming from Eustace. Like, sure, he has that ego, and he has a bit of that pompous attitude, but there's, like, little hints that he is trying. Does that make sense? I don't know.
She snuck into the committee chamber looking to do some of her trademark great thieving. Which means that nobody but her could have killed Rosie Ringer.
Deductive genius? That was a total mess.
And if Detective Gumshoe is saying that, you know it must be bad. I asked you to explain your grounds for arresting Kay, yet you've explained exactly nothing.
True, but we haven't seen any proof of her innocence either.
It's all right, Kay. Mr. Edgeworth will pull off a miracle somehow. You just gotta believe in him.
My deductions aren't acts of divine intervention, you know!
Well, Miles Edgeworth, I'd hate for you to disappoint me. But in the event that you do, I will be sure to freely let you know.
And read the subtext, she wants to protect Kay as well. I'm just saying. That's proof that she wants to protect her too. Just saying. All right, you little snot, let's go.
Hold it!
There are two major flaws of the statement you just made.
Flaws in a statement of mine? I don't make mistakes. It's literally impossible.
And that's a third flaw right there.
You're just trying to confuse me. It's a cheap tactic even for you. Well, it won't work because I'm the world champion of not getting confused. So there.
Oh my god.
Hold it!
Would you mind explaining the grounds for your accusation in a little more detail?
Well, if you insist, prepare to be wowed, Edgeworth. I figured it all out before anybody else even had the chance. Before I even saw the scene. No, before I even heard about the case. I knew it right away. She did it. She's the murderer. It can't be anybody else.
Your grounds.
Yeah, sorry. I was just getting to that.
Hold it!
I'm sorry, this is so good. It feels like with Francisca here, we're on more even playing field now. Oh, really? And what is it that she was trying to steal?
Well,
A file. A very particular file. One pertaining to your professional conduct, in fact, Mr. Edgeworth.
and you can prove that she needed this file badly enough to steal it?
Overruled.
Oh, there'll be no need to go into that. Will there, Mr. Prosecutor? No. That, won't be necessary.
What?
Please, Mr. Winner, continue.
Hold it!
And you have proof that it could have only been Kay who committed the murder.
Nope.
I legitimately... I love that honesty right there. So you have proof.
Nope.
Then might I suggest you try looking into other possible suspects with all due haste? For that, I believe, would be the winning approach here.
The winning approach?
Overruled.
Hey, no. I'm the one who brainwashes him. You cannot do that.
According to the reports we've received, the police have found no signs of anyone else's involvement. So you're accusing Kay based on that alone? A little tenuous, even for you. And suggesting that there are other possible suspects when there clearly aren't, isn't?
Ugh. If only I had something that could prove Kay didn't do it.
This is obviously a setup, plain and simple.
You don't have to.
It's all right, Kay. The truth will come out. I promise. I just need you to give me some time.
Okay.
Kay isn't capable of murder. There's no way she killed Miss Ringer. But I have to prove that somehow, or she'll remain a suspect. Okay. Let's see. The first two statements are probably not even working.
Objection!
Yep. Are you familiar with this room, Mr. Winner? It certainly sounds like you are.
What can I say? Winners know where winners go. I'm number 1 and 2 and 3.
In other words, the majority of your work is second, if not third rate.
Why do you always have to make fun of me?
You make it so easy. You can take it as a slight if you wish, but the fact remains that you seem unfamiliar with this keycard.
Who do you take me for? Of course I'm familiar with it. You need one of those to get in here. Don't you? Have you no shame?
Mr. Winner, do you really even suspect Kay?
Of course I do. She did it. Faraday's the killer.
Then perhaps you can tell us how Kay got into such a secure room as this without a key card.
You know, there was yeah.
A masterful summary. Now, as we know, only members of the committee have key cards. Therefore, only they can enter.
Precisely.
Why is she agreeing with me?
Please take a look at this. I had security pull the data earlier. As you can see, the door to this room was opened at 12:52 a.m. with Miss Ringer's keycard.
Oh, wrong one. But she came here at 7:28 p.m., so she's been here for a while. Ringer Rosie is user 537922291. And she came in past midnight, almost 1 in the morning.
As you can see, the door to this room is opened at 12:52 a.m. with Miss Ringer's keycard.
Keycard record is used to enter the committee chamber.
We cannot know for certain, of course. But who's to say the culprit didn't enter the room with Miss Ringer? And then kill her over some sort of subsequent disagreement?
It's certainly a plausible theory, but that's all it is. For one, it would require the victim and her murderer to have known one another.
Yeah, and Kay didn't know the woman, I'm sure of it.
Oh, right. About that...
Overruled.
There's a slight problem.
How can you possibly be sure of such a thing? That's pure speculation on your part, detective. There is no place for guesswork in the courtroom or at a crime scene. Hard evidence is what is required.
In that case, are you suggesting that you have said hard evidence to support your theory? Evidence that Kay Faraday and Rosie Ringer knew one another?
But of course.
Sadly, I already know. Yeah. What? Whoa! Hold up! That's not right!
Miss Kay Faraday.
Oh my god.
I have here a letter. Dr. Hertz found it in the victim's chest pocket.
Another of the victim's possessions? And you kept this to yourself until now? You planned for this, didn't you? Is that why?
It was the candle holder that killed her, And she died sometime late last night. What now, Gavel? It's very kind of you to share the coroner's findings with everybody, Eustace. But perhaps you should leave it there. We wouldn't want you to strain your voice, after all. Shall I read it for you? Rosie, thanks so much for agreeing to help with my plan. Now we can both get what we want. Good luck getting your revenge for what happened 12 years ago. Kay. This would seem to indicate pretty strongly that the two of them were accomplices, wouldn't you say? Accomplices in a plot to steal from the very room in which we are standing.
No!
Wait, so your principal suspect is Miss K. Faraday for the second crime as well as Miss Ringer's murder. Jesus. I'm the principal suspect?
Don't listen to her. It's all lies. All of it. You're not like that. You never do any of the stuff they're accusing you of.
Then how do you explain the letter, Detective?
Unlike Mr. Winner, I suspected that Judge Gavelle herself had some proof to support her accusation. But I didn't expect it to be quite so definitive.
Nicely done, Gavelle. Thank you, Eustace.
Hold it!
We're not done here yet! I still have questions, and you'd better have answers!
Would you mind if I handle this, Eustace?
Be my guest. Have fun arguing Edgeworth into the ground.
I can't let them steamroll me on this. I have to find a way to take back the advantage. Okay. All right, let's tear her up.
As the letter more than adequately proves, Miss Faraday and Miss Ringer were acquainted. It seems Miss Faraday had asked for Miss Ringer's help in a plot of some kind. But for whatever reason, their alliance must have been broken down. Miss Ringer lost her life in the resulting disagreement, but she had one last card to play. The letter she kept safe in her left chest pocket, which spells out the name of her killer.
She's good. Better than ever, even. Think you can take her down, Mr. Edgeworth?
Yes. Of course.
Don't do this out of pride, Miles Edgeworth. If you're going to fail, do it on somebody else's time.
Hey, whose side are you on, sir?
There is only one side to be on, Scruffy. The side of the truth.
Uh-oh. Looks like the kid's got something to say.
Well, if there's only one side to be on, then it has to be on the winning.
Quiet, you!
My thoughts exactly. All right.
Let's go.
Hold it!
What exactly was the nature of their relationship?
Miss Faraday was grateful for Miss Ringer's cooperation, just as the letter says. I think that more than adequately describes it, don't you? Now, as I was saying.
Hold it!
Can you tell us any more about this plot?
The letter implies a theft.
And it was written by your friend Faraday, making her the prime suspect. Case closed.
Objection!
Anybody can forge a letter. It's not conclusive proof of anything.
Overruled!
I also seem to recall Miss Faraday referring to herself as a great thief on more than one occasion.
She's on sabbatical.
How can you be so sure of that? It's unlikely she would tell you if she had resumed her activities, surely. Perhaps she took up stealing again and simply chose to keep it from you?
Well, I can't prove that either way right now, and she knows it.
As I was saying, it seems Miss Faraday and Miss Ringer were involved in a plot to steal something.
Hold it!
Whatever reason? Can you be a little more specific?
Not at the moment. But I am sure our investigation will uncover any number of possibilities. Whereas, your lack of proof that Miss Faraday is innocent continues to be a major problem for you.
Objection!
I concede that some of the evidence would seem to point to Kay's involvement, but none of it is anywhere near conclusive.
Overruled!
A letter explicitly outlining a connection to the victim, backed up by supporting evidence from the scene? How much more conclusive could it be? And what's more, where is your proof to the contrary?
Hold it!
Is there any actual evidence to show that Kay killed Miss Ringer?
You don't give up, do you? What do you call that letter, Evidence, duh!
I wouldn't be so sure. For one thing, it doesn't mention anything resembling a murder plan.
It doesn't? Oh, I guess not, huh? Aha! But it will once we hold a flame to it and reveal the secret writing! I wouldn't place too much hope in that revealing anything, Eustace. And we don't need it to. Not when we have...
Hold it!
We were able to examine the pocket in question for ourselves.
And you want to know why the letter wasn't there, I assume? It's simple! The police's #1 priority was handing it over to me! The victim had kept it on the left side of her chest, next to her heart, in other words. To indicate her heart's desire that her killer be brought to justice.
Why is she wearing a men's uniform?
What?
Why is she wearing a men's uniform then? I have little interest in sentimental speculations about Miss Ringer's desires, but one thing does interest me. The fact that you said the letter was in the victim's left chest pocket.
It is the truth, as the goddess is my witness. That is where the letter was found. There is no doubt about it.
The same place where she was stabbed at the candelabrum. I think that might prove to be a very important clue. I can't imagine Cade writing a letter like that. But unless we can get more out of Judge Gavel, I don't think we'll be able to prove that she didn't. I should try pressing the good judge on some of her statements, see if she lets something slip. Oh, fuck, I didn't read this. Let's see. Victim's body discovered in committee chamber. Preliminary findings place time of death at some time late last night. Cause of death is the set of 3 puncture wounds on the left side of the chest inflicted by a candle holder. There it is.
Objection!
You slipped up. So the victim kept the most vital clue of all, closest to her heart. How very touching.
The voices of the dead fight to be heard, and even then they don't always reach us. But her voice rang loud and true, and it told us that Miss Faraday is her killer.
I think you may have misheard her, Your Honor. Or perhaps an evil spirit was trying to mislead you?
Hey! You take that back!
Perhaps we should try listening to the words of the coroner's report instead.
By all means. If I recall correctly, the victim was stabbed on her left side. No!
You fucked up.
Yes, I'm afraid so. You claim that the letter was found in the victim's left chest pocket.
Right where she was stabbed by the candle holder.
Indeed. 3 puncture wounds to the chest, and yet not 1 to the letter? Miraculous, no? Well, Judge Gavel, how do you explain that? Because I can think of one explanation. That the letter was deliberately placed there after the fact in order to cast suspicion on Kay. Someone went to a lot of trouble to create the crime scene we see before us. And that someone is the real culprit, who almost certainly also forged this letter.
No!
It's clear that the culprit intended to frame Kay by means of that letter.
And you fell for it hook, line, and sinker.
Objection!
No! Faraday did it! The letter was... It was in her other pocket, yeah!
Huh? Seriously?
The whole left chest pocket thing was a mistake. Whoever reported it must have meant their left. Ah!
Stop your foolish floundering, you foolishly foolish fool! Or are you just that incurably foolish?
Why do you keep whipping me? And stop making fun of my deductions.
There. I saved you the trouble of disciplining him. Yes. Even though I had no intention of doing so. The letter is stained with blood, which suggests it had indeed been placed somewhere on her left side. Therefore, I doubt there was some sort of mistaken report. Not unless that report was given by you.
Gavel, say something!
No objections? Good. Then allow me to continue. So, we have established the existence of a second suspect.
No, we haven't. The murderer had to get in here, remember? Who else could have gotten in apart from Faraday and Ringer?
Whoever it was would have needed a key card. Judge Gavelle proposed that the killer enter the room together with the victim. But what if there is something questionable about the very basis of her theory itself? This piece of evidence points to another suspect other than K. Do we have it? Is it this one? Yes, this one right here. Who, like, this one has, like, a username redacted. Or, maybe not redacted, but, we gotta find the one associated with this user ID.
Take that!
Look again at the keycard record provided by Judge Gavelle a short while ago. As already noted, the victim's keycard was used at 12:52 a.m. But you will note that someone else's keycard is also listed.
A mystery person who could have entered beforehand and lay in wait for the victim, you mean? This other person entered at 10:15 p.m., so it's certainly not outside the realm of possibility.
Except I'm afraid it is.
And where's your evidence, huh, Your Honor?
My evidence? I am the evidence detective.
Oh.
It was my keycard. There's nothing suspicious about a committee member entering the chamber as I please, is there?
Perhaps not, but that's also not the exonerating evidence you seem to think it is. Unless you can also prove that you yourself didn't murder your colleague.
What utter nonsense. What would I have had to gain from killing her?
I'm sure you know how I'm going to answer that, Your Honor. I believe further investigation will shed light on any motives you might have had.
I am a faithful servant of the goddess. Why would I ever resort to an act of crime?
Let's look back at the previous cases. Just saying.
I used my keycard, that much is true, but my reason for entering this room is far from questionable.
Then perhaps you'd care to tell us why.
I had business here in the committee chamber. There were certain preparations to make.
Preparations? Sounds pretty suspicious to me.
I am not at liberty to share what I was preparing for. But I am sure Prosecutor Edgeworth can make an educated guess.
My hearing. She must have been busy gathering the documents they were going to use against me. To relieve me of my badge.
All right, children, that's enough. It's good to keep our skills and our tongues sharp, especially when we're young, but that'll do for now.
Who in the... What? Wait. Who? Who the flying flapjack are you?
Really takes me back to the days of my youth, back when I would wrangle with a certain detective. He disappeared, you know. I hope he's out there somewhere living his best life. You'll have to forgive me. It's just, I get so emotional. The tears, I can't stop them.
Chairman Winner.
What? Winner? You concern me.
Ah, Verity, my girl. Do you ever stop working? Your dedication put us all to shame. And is this young Francisca I see before me? Dear child, when did you get so big?
Uncle Winner. It's been far too long. Uncle!
And so formal. I thought we were like family. You used to sit on my knee and shout, Uncle Winner, at the top of your little lungs. But time goes by so very fast. One can't help but shed a tear.
Dad, what are you doing?
My man, how old are you?
Dad, what are you doing here?
What am I doing here? A committee member has been murdered.
Murdered.
And you're in charge of the case, my boy.
What is this? Bring your pops to work day?
Silence! Do you have any idea who he is? This man is practically the right hand of the goddess herself. A former chief prosecutor and the current chairman of the Committee for Prosecutorial Excellence.
Now, Verity. There's no need to bring all that up. I'm just a harmless old man, really.
I doubt it. Allow me to apologize for the detective's rudeness. I am...
Miles Edgeworth, correct. And your little subordinate, Dick Gumshoe. I am Excelsius Winner.
Excelsius?
Excelsior!
I don't get it.
Honestly, I don't get the reference either.
Father to this idiot boy, among other things.
Idiot, but what the fuck? Your son's right there, dude.
My wife and I were so happy when he was born. And now she's gone too. Heaven only knows too well.
Dad, you're... Here, use my handkerchief.
Thank you, son. You're a good boy. In your own silly way.
I just realized his goggles are full of water. Tears. Like father, like son, I suppose, though it's hard to say who's the bigger fool.
Well, Verity, who goes the investigation?
Thank you for asking, sir. We have identified a prime suspect, 1K Faraday. We are currently trying...
Now, fuck you! You don't have nearly enough to make her your prime suspect, and you know it! Or have you forgotten what we just discovered about the letter?
Objection!
I told you, that was just a mix-up. They got the wrong puck.
Don't test my patience.
All right, that's enough. Let's all just calm down, shall we?
I'm sorry you had to see that, sir. My humblest apologies.
I think you've all made your cases very clearly. All except for you, Eustace.
What? But, Dad...
We are prosecutors, and it is our duty to identify suspects and to bring them to justice. But I wouldn't dare call someone a suspect without evidence or a motive.
Please, Mr. Edgeworth. I know all about your relationship to the accused. Thick as thieves seems pretty apt, based on what I've heard.
Kay's no criminal. She's helped us catch the bad guys loads of times.
Much about this case is still unclear, sir. Please, you have to let us...
It's heartwarming, really. The bonds of friendship are so strong among the young.
What did you...
But circumstances being what they are, I'm afraid those bonds won't be enough.
Did you just burn a stack of You have a habit of burning evidence, don't you?
What the heck is that supposed to mean?
The prosecutor's office needs this case cleared up as quickly as possible. Time is so precious, and we have so little of it, and there are so many other cases. I'm sorry, but you understand, of course, don't you? All right, Miss Kay Faraday. Time to come along quietly.
Yes, sir.
You're not taking her!
She's innocent, I tell you!
To defy the chairman of the committee is to defy the law itself. It is an act so brazen a hearing won't be necessary at all. Are you prepared for Mr. Edgeworth to lose his badge over this detective?
What? Yeah. So either Kay goes down or Mr. Edgeworth loses his badge? What the heck am I supposed to do?
You'd use his badge to shield yourselves? Oh, how the committee too has fallen.
Kay, you're innocent. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise.
Thank you. We've only known each other for a short while, but you've been very kind. And I'm sorry. Sorry for being a criminal. Your contrition has been noted, Miss Faraday, and will be conveyed to the goddess of justice.
Oh my god, I hate you people! What in the world should I do? When I was little, all I wanted was to be like my father. To become an attorney and fight for those who can't fight for themselves. But now my fate is tied to that of this one tiny badge. One tiny badge against the life of a dear acquaintance. Who am I kidding? There's nothing to weigh up here!
I guess this is it. Goodbye, Mr. Edgeworth.
Hold it! Judge Gavelle! A moment, please.
Yes, what is it?
My boy!
Your badge? What is the meaning of this?
I am returning it. From this day forth, I'm a prosecutor no longer!
Mr. Edgeworth? What are you doing? Miles Edgeworth, explain yourself right now. You're giving it all up? Just like that?
You can't mean it, sir! Tell me you're kidding, please! If you're not a prosecutor anymore, then what does that make me?
I have one duty, and one duty alone. To pursue the truth. If being a prosecutor means I must turn a blind eye to the very truth before me, then I will gladly shed the title to be free. My fucking boy! I'll carve my own path, one I believe in. I won't let my search for the truth end here.
Objection!
Are you running away from the Von Karma? From me?
Say what you will, Franziska. You won't change my mind.
So you're leaving me behind again? I'll never forgive you for this. Never! No. This is all my fault. None of this would have happened if it wasn't for me.
Wait! Kay, don't go! You stay right where you are, detective!
But sir!
I'm not a prosecutor anymore.
Don't say that! Where you go, I go, Mr. Edgeworth. I'm always there, right by your side.
There's no need for you to do that now, detective. Simply focus on your job and do what you can.
Well now, this is no good, is it? We've let a dangerous criminal run free. I try and try, and yet it's never enough.
Okay, that was the coolest fucking moment.
There's no need to worry, sir. We'll set up a cordon. She won't get far.
She'd better not. I'll be very disappointed in you if she does.
Why, are you finally... Is the Queen of Ice finally being affected by something for once? What? Did somebody's actual pursuit of the truth finally click into your fucking head? Sorry. Oh my god, I need a minute. I need a fucking break. That was too cool. That was awesome. Okay. Him just taking the fucking badge and like, the truth matters more to me than anything. Like,
I think I pulled a muscle in my neck.